to TimberBorn, and carrying on with our update 5 let's play on the lakes map, and we are partway through our second drought, and we've kind of made it so we've got a nice little water supply here. I think the next thing that I want to focus on achieving is the ability to dam off across here, but with floodgates, so that when, because it's when, not if, we get our first bad tide that's going to flood out of here and all through the map and probably maybe kill off a lot of stuff. I don't know. I want to be able to protect the core of our colony. So to do that, we will need to unlock levees. We almost have enough research for that, and I think we need double high floodgates, and for that we need about another 160 science. So we do have a few spare beavers, so I'm going to put in a couple more inventors huts just so that we can hopefully get that process going a little bit quicker. We'll make them low-ish priority. So why are you sat about? Logs. We are waiting for logs, so we're not going to be able to do anything with that until we get our logs. So let's speed up time a little bit. I guess there are a couple there we can cut down, so let's unpause that. And there are a couple over here. Have I got them set for cutting? I have. So they could cut those down, and we could actually, because at the moment we don't actually have any wood. I'm thinking that maybe we just chuck a lumberjack flag over here and mark all of these for cutting. It's not going to be much because they're only birch trees, but they are set for cutting. Cool. So they should be able to cut down that pine tree, cut down all those birch trees, and will be good. We should probably think about getting across to here, get access to this wood as well. But my goal, oh, we're out of water. I've only got 0.6 days left in the drought anyway. We'll get them pumping. My goal is to get ourselves a nice little colony established before I push too hard. So we could plant a few more oak trees along the back there, focusing on oak for the wood because obviously it gives us more. Probably I should get, those torn out. That's the drought over. We've got a while to go before we're getting more. I really think I need to put a second forester in here. So I'm going to set those not to be replanted. They're going to take 6 days to be cut down, but we'll then put another forester in to try and we might need it. We might need it. We might not. Our dude might have actually got all the forest planted by then. It's a lot of work for one guy to plant all of that. So, that doesn't look good, does it? That's a pretty nasty toxic soup there. But we should have. Oh, we have power. Quite a decent amount of power actually, which is nice. One of the things I don't want to do when I dam across or cut across here is to restrict the water flow. So what I might need to do is actually make it all dams. So, and then I guess that's going to push it that way, and maybe, I'm not sure. We might need to think about taking that out. Again, having dams in there. It would be so nice. And one of the things with updates is obviously a lot of the mods aren't available or just don't work. So it would be really nice to have the automation, because one of the things that they've done is the stream gauge can detect contamination. And if the automation mod's updated the right way, what we could do is have one set somewhere here, and it could detect when the water's contaminated, close floodgates here and open them here, because that would then send it through into this already very contaminated area. So kind of a long-term thought, and yeah, but that would be very cool. We have a log. We have almost cleared all of that out, so we do need to get across here. I'm going to pause construction of that because that uses a lot of logs. We could do with getting the secondary water pumping station done, and although we have enough for levees now, which is cool. What I'm actually thinking is, actually we could block it off much further back, couldn't we? We could block it off up here initially, because that's a lot less. Although, no, we couldn't, because it flows through there as well. So it comes through two directions. So we can't do that. We do need to block it here initially. But I'm also thinking that we probably need either the platform or one of the bridges. Probably that looks like it's about 3 or 4, probably like the double bridge or something, or the double and the single, because normally I would use stairs for all of that stuff, but we don't want to, because when we get a bad tide we don't want the beavers to be going through it, so we're going to have to bridge over a lot more things. So yeah, we're at that slightly frustrating phase that you get into where many trees, if we go all the way, no, I guess we could get up into this stand of dead pine with a staircase. That might be worth doing. We're probably going to want to get up to that at some point anyway. So it's only a log and 4 planks. We have not quite enough planks. Do we have any logs in here? We don't. But we do need to stick that on. We also need to start thinking about our next set of accommodation, which I'm thinking we back onto here. I'm going to stick now for now with the normal lodges, because I don't want to spend science on accommodation at the moment, because there are many other things we need to prioritize science for. So I should have left a gap to get through there. Oh well. Decoration. I'm really tempted to. That's a lot. Actually, that's a lot. That's a lot of research. We don't need that. What we do want to do is I'm going to unlock levees. And I was thinking, however we build this, we are going to need to get down in, and I want to do it as far as possible away. So if I just kind of sketched it, yeah, we could do 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to be 5. I'm going to need to do 5 floodgates. Across like there. So I think what I want to do is put some stairs in, and what's the cheapest to build? A levee. So no, it's only 1. Why did I think it was 2? I thought it was 2 because of that, I guess. Yeah, we're going to put some stairs in. We need to get down there if we're going to build just floodgates. So that's done. I'm going to high prioritize that because that gets us some more wood. Oh, the early game is so, isn't it? It's like I'm just sitting waiting for trees to grow. And there we go. There are some trees cropping up. So I think in a bit we'll be okay because this big stand of oak is going to start to kick in. We need to plant another maple tree there. We are going to need a lot more maple trees for our maple syrup production. But we have plenty of land all around. So I do love the way this all changes as things mix and stuff. And it's weird that the dark tide is coming around here more and there's fresh water more around here. And you get like the back currents where the dark tide gets stuck. In case you couldn't tell, I really, really like this update. So that's in. That's in. So we are going to start getting some logs between the various things. I'm actually thinking that we don't need... I'm guessing they can't get to these. Yeah. And that's kind of why I left this area free, so we could run a path along here or build along here or whatever we wanted. Although I didn't leave that bit free. That's annoying. So maybe we'll need to go around the top. We will eventually tidy all this up. Again, it's early game stuff, you know, just getting ourselves established. But yeah, we have trees coming in now. We have our new accommodation block with 9 free beds, so that means we can get up to 30 beavers, which is cool. Science is looking good, and double floodgate is 2. What was I looking at? I was looking at the single floodgate. We want double floodgate, which is 250, so we do need a fair bit more science actually. So what I'm thinking is, because our food is pretty good, we pause one of the farmhouses to get science going. But in theory, we should have a few more cycles before we need to worry about this. But my experience of the first drought has made me nervous, and if we have bad water flooding through the whole colony, that's just going to have to reset everything, and that's not going to be good. So I think if we can hold it here, hopefully everything will backflow. I guess the other option is we could look at removing these in the drought maybe, but we're not going to risk losing water and put floodgates across because it's only 3. And that way we could send the bad tide down here. We might want to take those out as well. We are up to 10 logs. We've already cut down those. Cool. We're very close to having some of the oak trees crop up, which is good. Right, let's path around the back of this because we've planted most of the growable area and we can always improve things. But there we go. Awesome. So I think I'm pondering whether I want to do multi-level accommodation. The issue is going to be that to do that we need platforms. And platforms cost resources and science, and all of those things are in short supply at the moment. So that is one of the negatives of the folktales, I guess, is that we do need looks like we're getting another normal drought, which is good. We do need to have lots of accommodation. So the other option is I put some stairs up and we do some rooftop terraces, because I'm really keen to try and, where we can, maximize the easy, good, well-being stuff. So we'll have chestnuts soon, and we'll look at doing grilled chestnuts. I am tempted to put some wheat in, but then we need stuff to use that. So we've got some logs stored up. We're going to need plank. Actually, we've almost got the science we need as well. We're going to need 10 planks. That's 50 planks. I'm going to leave those running. And we're going to need 100 logs. So yeah, I'm going to leave everything as it is for now. I'm not going to build any more. And then what I'm actually thinking is that we prioritize this. And we could actually make a start on that by, if we run a path over, no, yeah, we can make a start on that. So we've got the science now. So we're going to do double floodgate. And I'm going to start building. So we're going to have to build a bit more, but I'm going to build 3. That will allow us to get in and destroy these. So I think everything I need to be doing at the moment is preparing for that bad tide. I'm wondering if rather than putting a second forester in here, we would be better to add in another forest up here. Now this one will maybe be affected by a bad tide. But the alternative is we need to look for, I mean, we've got this over here, and this is just going to keep growing, hopefully, and expanding. Again, long term, I think we want to be moving our bad tide catchment way back here, so that maybe we can block off up here and down here and just push the bad tide straight through here off the map. That's what I'm thinking. Because one of the pluses for this map in terms of the first playthrough with the bad water is there's only one water source. That's a negative in that it's going to make it harder to irrigate other areas, but that will be possible. I mean, by taking this out, we can irrigate all of this area with actual water. So, you know, there's that. We're getting a nice selection, or a nice supply now of timber. We're good for food. Maybe we should plant our first bit of wheat. So actually, we're okay for science now, so we can get the farmers back to work. We'll low prioritize science. Yeah, I think we are going to plant a crop of wheat here. And I think the other thing we want to start thinking about is a lumber mill, and we do have the science to unlock the gear workshop, because that's when we have water flowing, obviously that's 2 employees versus to do logs and gear, to do planks and gears versus 2 to just do planks. So we can now demolish all of these while we're in the drought. So the reason that I've built this is I want to keep as much water as possible flowing through our colony when it's good water to power the water wheels for now. But when it's bad water, I think if we can send it through these, it might help with any, you know, kind of lack of capacity. That's my thought. So let's get them over to, they should be able to come. How is it too far from a district? I guess they've got to do that one first. Okay. Well, let's high prioritize that, and then they can get to the rest. It's quite a long trek for them, but hopefully once they've got this one out, then yeah, they can get to the rest of them, and then we can build the missing floodgate whilst that's going on, we will plan, actually put in our bad tide defense, and I'm going to come back as far as possible, really. Oh, I'm kind of torn where to build this. We've got a good supply of logs. I'm tempted to pull it right back and use some levees as well. We still only need to go 1 deep. So I'm kind of tempted. We need 5 floodgates. Can you hear my brain working? I just want to keep the bad water away from it. If we're going to try and hydrate this area and plant more trees up here, or plant more anything, maybe that's a long-term thing. Let's focus on short-term. Focus on short-term. And actually, if we're going to do that, what I'm thinking is we put it somewhere here. Because that'll get water held up here. Maybe 4 will be enough. We levy across. We'll see what that does to the water flow. So my plan is that by default, those will just be open. And we could do... could do 5 like that. There we go. Oh, cool, that's done. So we want to put in our double floodgate here. I'm going to make that one a priority because I want it done before the drought ends. Because I don't want water coming through here. I want water coming through the colony. So you can be paused. And I guess we're making planks as quickly as we can use them, so that's okay. We do need to think about storage for planks, I guess, at some point. I think the other thing that we need to think about is clearing all of this area. We don't need the berries for food now. Just going to run a path up here so they can clear all of that out. Hopefully they can get that one done. So obviously once the water comes back, our plank production will pick up. We can unpause that now. We've got plenty of logs. But yeah, I think we'll make this into our first kind of mini industrial area. So the things that we're going to need are probably more plank and gear production. I don't think we're going to worry about printing yet, or the wood workshop unless we need to. But we do need a grist mill, which uses power. And we'll need a bakery, which doesn't use power. So we'll probably need a couple of those. Once we've got this arrangement set up, and maybe we've got some sort of water storage capacity back here, and I think that might mean the drought's over. That might mean putting some floodgates across here and here or something to again manage bad water. That's going to be such a, it feels to me anyway like that's going to be such a big part of the game once the bad water starts coming. And obviously I don't know, because this is my first experience of playing this update, and as of yet we haven't had any bad water coming through. So we can now pause those two. And maybe what I'll do actually is make it so that we have power wheel options for over here. But this should be much quicker for... there's just so much water flowing. We're generating nearly 200 horsepower. off of one water wheel. So, you know, it's pretty good. I don't really think we need gear. We do want gears, don't we? Because we want those for... Actually, we could probably unlock it at this point, can we? Yep, we can unlock the medium tank. So that would be good. We could put that somewhere near our housing. Go. Yeah, I don't think we need to be making gears right now. So we actually have some spare beavers. So that's... Given that and the fact that planks are our shortage at the moment, I'm going to unpause that because I think those are the things that we're going to need to get this built. So, and yeah, and all of this is going to get bad watered. So I think I'm going to wait before we plant anything up here and before we make a push for this forest to see what happens to it with a bad tide. And we could work our way up to here. There is a small stand of trees there, but actually we now suddenly have way more trees than we can cut down. And what we want to get is a gatherer flag in here. And we're going to do a small warehouse for chestnuts. And that means we need another bakery, really. I'm going to build that over in this area. So food or grill, sorry, not bakery. Let's put it that way. Because we will need the bakery once we've got wheat, which is not far away actually. So let's put in a warehouse for the wheat so that we at least are cycling through and harvesting it. I'm not used to all the symbols for the folktales, so yeah. Once all these blueberries are cleared out, maybe I should put in a storage for blueberries. Just going to pause him. Doesn't need to be doing that. What do I need? What do I need? Lumberjacks, really. We've got as many as we can make use of, I think. So we just have some spare beavers at the moment. We could maybe builders, actually. Maybe builders. District management. Builder's hut is 100 science. We do have the science for it. Do we go builders or hauling post? And I go builder's hut, actually. I'm going to tuck it up here. And they get to that. And it kind of makes... No, let's let them finish this. Let them finish this. I was thinking about making a shorter route for them to get to it, but in our continued quest for well-being, I'm going to unlock the double shower, and we will put a couple of those there so that our beavers can be clean. And if we've got the science, I really want to get the 120. I'm going to get the roofs. And I'm just going to do every other one for now, which is maybe a bit cheesy, but that should get them their roof bonus. So we've just got a lot to get built now, so looks like our wood problem is mostly sorted, but we need to plant a maple tree in there. And by sorted, I mean we've got more wood than we're harvesting at the moment, so that's a good thing. And our forester is keeping up, so again, that's a good thing. And actually, our wood storage is almost full, so probably... What's the big one? It's 1,000 science. We're way, way off that. I was going to see if I could just go big. I mean, me can no go big yet. But that's quite quick to build, so let's prioritize them building that so that they can keep cutting down trees. Oh, we've got wheat coming in now, which is cool. But we've almost finished our bad tide resistancy project, which is cool. There we go. In fact, we have finished it, so let's get them on with some other jobs. So I think we did need some gears for our water, our big water tank, or our medium water tank. And we are at the point where we have quite a lot of spare beavers, so I'm going to nudge up the build priority on the worker hut, because we can then make use of them for getting more stuff done. I think... I'm not sure where I want to put it. We need some... I'm not going to be able to fit. We need some plank and some gear storage. Actually, there's probably okay. Jeez, that's loud. Just going to do small piles for now. One for planks and one for... I'm going to build a small warehouse for gears. There we go. Just so we've got some storage capacity. And let's just let them get all this stuff done, I think. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let them build this stuff, and I'll come back when it's built or when the next important thing happens. Okay, so it's a few days later, and I'm noticing a pattern that what we actually need instead of builders, and some of you are probably trying to tell me, is a hauling post, because there's a lot of stuff that's waiting for haulers. So, and to prioritize building that, and I'm then going to turn off the builder's hut. So, but we'll use the builders to build the hauler's hut quicker. But we've got a lot of logs sat about, and we've got things waiting for logs, and so we're wasting time essentially. And so I think rather than having builders, we need to have haulers, and it's kind of a noob mistake on my part, maybe. We are up to 11 well-being. Awesome. Right, what have we? I think we've gained. I've got an injured beaver, but we've got the grilled chestnuts going now. I switched that on while you were away. We're getting the campfire bonuses. We've got the roof bonuses. Yeah. We've maybe got the science to unlock. It's 12 logs for a shrub. A bench or a lantern. They're quite resource intensive. Logs is okay. I'm going to unlock the shrub. And we'll put a few of those around the colony in different places. And yeah, I'm keen to have a... I'm not necessarily worried about it looking aesthetically pleasing, but I want to try and push well-being, at least to a decent level, because of the the life expectancy and the efficiency and all that kind of thing. So yeah, let's pause that one, and we'll do... I guess we just bung it up as high as we can and put it on low priority and see what happens. That feels wrong. I'm going to drop that down actually to like 5. And see if things run more efficiently. So we're still waiting for example, for our medium water tank, because the lumber mill was waiting for wood to make planks so that the gear workshop could make gears. It's a whole process. But yeah, because of that, we were kind of wasting some time. It felt like grist mill. We can unlock the grist mill. It's going to be a bit of a journey to get it done, but and then we'll need a bakery, which we also have the science for. So that can go here. And that's going to be on bread for now. So I mean, we could. Under wood, isn't it? The tapper's shack, 500. So that's a way off before we're going to be getting maple syrup. We've got chestnuts coming in, so that's good. We've got plenty of wood in this stand of oak now, more than we are able to cut down. We've got a drought coming, and I'm going to stop when we get to this next drought, which is a drought, not a bad tide. So that's a good thing. Doing for power, we are just about okay, but obviously we're going to run out of power when this stops. And with the folktails, we don't have engines, so we are going to be reliant on windmills, and that means really we want to be getting into paper. The power output, it's been a while, so I'm not sure actually, but we are going to need to get to using windmills. So I'm wondering if just before the drought I shoot these up, whether we can hold some water in this area. We should be able to, because obviously a lot of it's flowing through here. It might drain out the back. It might do that. Obviously, it's not got any stops back here, so. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm really pleased we've got that kind of safety net in place now. We've got good water flow. We've got a decent amount of food stored up. We actually need to start upping our storage by the looks of it. And I think maybe we'll just go on the back. Medium warehouse. Can't put one there, obviously, unless we move the bakery over. Medium warehouse. Probably makes sense, actually. Carrots and sunflowers. And it looks like we need another one for grilled potatoes as well. And then back bakery. Now, we need to build more accommodation again, so we can expand. Not sure how we're going to tackle that, but I'm pretty happy actually with where we've got to. We are almost at the drought, so let's bang that up. That's a graphical glitch. That's not real. Drought has started. All our things that need power will no longer have power, which is a bit annoying. But I'm curious to see if we will hold water up here. Anyway, I'm going to stop it there. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Hope you're enjoying this update 5 Let's Play. Hoping in the next video we might get into a bad tide. Thanks to the YouTube channel members and the patrons. Appreciate you guys supporting the channel. And I'll see you next time.